Hi everyone. I'm going to do a journey today. It's been on my mind for quite some time. It's been years actually. I always like to do journeys into souls that are trying to find a way back home. It's one of those things that I get called to do sometimes, and today it's coming to light throughout residential schools and how bad they were. We hear a lot of it, but realistically, it doesn't touch us as much as it would certain individuals. So it's easy just to dismiss it as just another thing. But these souls need our help. The world needs people like us to help them find their way back home. There's always a part of your soul that is lost in traumatic events, and those traumatic events need people like us to help them hearts find their way back. So I'm going to call upon our ancestors to come forward, call upon all the souls that have moved on, that struggled with this, all the souls that are on earth that struggled with this. Family members, uncles, aunts, cousins, grandmothers, grandfathers, great-grandfathers, and so on. It's important that we stand up and acknowledge those atrocities of the past so they can be healed and the whole human race can finally move forward and let go of all this pain and suffering. It's going to continue for some time as they find more and more and more bodies, but the more and more bodies they find, the more and more pain and suffering that is being released, and the souls are actually finding peace. Nakoreyene Masano. So I'm going to call upon everyone that wishes to help, call upon you to help, to pray, to follow me on this journey to release the soul's fragments that are lost. I look at a soul that goes through a traumatic event. The whole soul doesn't go into a dark place, only parts of it. But these parts are precious, are worth going in to these dark places to bring them back, to connect them back to their own source, so everyone can move forward with the knowledge of what has transpired, instead of locking it away into a dark place and never really thinking about it again. Learning is part of merging those parts of ourselves together, because when we merge those parts of us together and actually finally bring in all the knowledge that the suffering of all these children, of all the parents, when we embrace that suffering and we transform that into a beautiful thing, we are able to let go of it. To say is not to forget. Nobody says we have to forget, but we have to heal those parts of ourselves so we can move past it, move forward, to go into another stage of existence. The human race struggles with forgiveness, letting go, so we stay in a cycle of hate and suffering. I see a lot of really beautiful people fall into a cycle of hatred and frustration because no one listens. No one wants to stand up. People that are beautiful think they don't have to be good, because if you're good, you're ridiculed, you're disrespected, you're spit on. You go through the suffering of so many children. I struggle with this recent history in our race in Canada. I look at like when I grew up, I barely knew anything about residential schools. But the older I got, the more I got to understand. And the more it's hard to believe in modern history we could do such atrocities just because people are different. Just because they don't believe in what we believe in. But the human race does this time and time and time again. They've done it all throughout history. When is the abuse, when is the ignorance going to stop? We are the ones that can stop it. Not locking it away in a corner and forgetting about it. To bury them in the ground like it never happened. To pretend that these people weren't real people. That's the problem, is when the ignorant believe that they're above someone else. When we think we're above nature, we think we're above animals, fish, that's when the problems start. Because we're all interconnected. We're all one. We should all work together. It's such a hard thing to ask the human race to do, but it's such a simple thing to do. It's a mindset. It's a change of belief. It's to understand that all living things are beautiful and deserve to be treated equal. How can we look at another race of human beings and say that they're savages? To treat them like they're inferior? To take children and break their minds, their spirits, in the name of a religion. I'm sorry, I'm not that religion. I'm not that person. And there's a lot of people like me out there that are frustrated. A lot of people are full of frustration and hate, but you can't fall into that. You have to rise above that. Because if we fall into chaos, then what hope does the world have? We come here for a reason. We come here to help, to rise above all the petty bullshit that we know exists in the world. We have to rise above it. Because if we don't, who will? We come here to help people to see differently, even though they don't want to hear it. But there's a part of them that does. It's amazing. People say they want to hear the truth, but when you tell them the truth, they don't want to hear it. When you tell them that they need to work on themselves in order to grow, to learn, to expand, they don't want that either. They want instantaneous gratification, instantaneous learning. Well, it doesn't work that way. It's funny that when you're a spiritual person, they want somebody just to touch them and everything will be okay. Everything will be cured. But they look at a doctor and say a doctor needs how many years of study, of discipline. It never ends throughout their whole life. That's okay. But when it comes to a spiritual person to learn how to be a journeyer, how to be a loving being, it's something that's people have the patience for. They expect it to be instantaneous learning. But the more you do this work, the more you learn, and the more you realize you know nothing at all. The human race, the human mind, can't even begin to comprehend the complexities of the multiverse, of the universe, of the soul. But our souls understand everything. And just to take a glimpse into that is beautiful. But I want to go back to the purpose of this. I want you to pray with me to heal the souls of the children of our brothers. I can feel this energy come to me. I am called upon to do this. And when you start to listen to the subtle sounds, you start to hear them, and they become louder, and to the point where you have to act. I could choose not to, but then I go against the reason why I came here. So I'm going to use the drum for a little bit to call upon all the souls that want to help me in this journey today. All the souls that want to join to help all the children, all the families. Nakora hinte masono. All the pain and all the suffering. Our children are our most beautiful assets. Nasino akai. Mosoye no ais. Mora hintoma. I walk around the sacred fire. Hosanayanoku. As I walk around as the souls come from the fire as well as from the sky, the land, the air. They join me from everywhere, every place. Nasimokuai. In time. As I walk around the fire, Doshiamakari, with the drum, the fire rises high into the air. Dokuriainte, it does not burn. It brings life to everyone that walks with me. Some more Yes. Hokia samanahi no. Hokoko sin manahi sakaru. I breathe in the sacred fire, filling my lungs. The fire opens the gateway to the souls. Nokoinai. It opens a gateway like a tear. Oinai. A half circle. Kosono. A pit. Yakiasanai. Is revealed in front of me. Okia samonaina. The sacred fire falls within the pit, and the pit bursts into flames. Osanaina. But then turns into light. Otsia nakoman. Shown the way. Asanai. Showing the way to where the souls are lost. Anayom. Come with me. Kiasanai. Our ancestors are with us. No kukunaina. The light of heaven shines in this pit. O kokiasan. There is a place that no light shines. Nakia no kuso. Sanamon kayanama. It is a place. Yukoai. It is a pit. Dakai. full of black tar. Nakaindamo. A lake of tar. Onyan. Tosanain. I have within me the sacred fire. Tasanokai. I burn away. Amonahialsok. The tar that reveals. Tasano. The staircase that goes down into the earth. Tiesanaki Tasonomoka. As the tar is removed, the staircase is revealed, releasing the soul that protected this place. Satonina. An ancient being. Kugisantukoka. That has been set free. Sanontoi. So he could go back to the light. Tasanon. He is tired of protecting this place. Yanomokushi. He was blind. Nabonai. He did not want to see the suffering, so he asked for his eyes to be removed. Nokokienta. He asked for his heart to be removed, so he could not feel the pain. Kaya no mahientai. Tosomomnia. Sakiento. To bear the suffering. Onoiganaso. Was too much for him. Tuomokito. But he kept them safe. Tasano. Because he knew someday we would come. So these souls will be freed. And he would no longer be needed, and he will be reunited with his eyes and his heart. So koai dai posonahinte akakoishiata nasana moyandai posohita yukortoi. I walk down the stairway. Naki. It is heavy. It's like walking and your legs become 1,000 pounds apiece. And as you walk down, your feet slam into the stairway. It's hard to walk. It's hard to move. Basayin mokui. But as the flames burn around me, my feet become lighter, and I can walk down the stairway. Otherwise, I would not. Hokui, frozen in time. Matanahu. Forget why I came here. Sai nakurmunai. I walk up to a door. It is in pain. No yukuhi. I see, I feel the suffering. Kana no see. As I touch the door, I pull my hand away. Samuku Sai no Mayanai Dasana Kuyua Daisama Kuyua Daisa Makuyua. I fall to my knees and I cry. My tears go into the earth and the door cracks open. There's tentacles that come out and grab a hold of me and pull me into this place. I just allow it to take me. Nakiano. It pulls me into a dark place. Anani. It is silent for a minute. Just for a moment. And then the screaming starts. The howling starts. The anger. The hatred. Tando, you can get lost in this place and simply just give up and allow yourself to be torn to pieces along with everything else in here. Okui, devoured by the souls in this place. But there is light within me that burns brighter and brighter. I was meant to come to the center of this place, so my fire, our fire, the sacred fire can burn once again in this dark place. Ataikayo. There is an explosion of light, and a fire appears with one man standing there, an old man, Tokoi. He is just not any man. He is an ancient soul who has come with me, so they can remember who they are, where they came from. He stands strong, almost impossibly strong for his age. Sakoi Tomanai. His eyes have the fire of a galaxy burning within them. His heart burns like the sun, fire of the sun, Tokoiya. He is the spirit of this sacred fire. He is here to reignite the hearts of all the souls in this place. Nahantiya God. Yasomokianan. He yells extremely loud. It's hard to, I cannot reproduce the sound. And every soul in this place turns and looks at him. Instantly, every soul in this place turns and looks at him. he instantly has everyone's attention. He demands attention. Taya to koya nai. Somoinai. Just with a blink of an eye, the dark place disappears. And this man, he softens. And he looks, and his children all around him, looking up at him with curiosity, with hope. He walks to every one of them, acknowledges them all. As he touches each one, instead of a shadow, they become light. He touches every single soul here, and they all burst into light. And the night sky turns to daylight. There's one last soul that burns here. And he is asked to leave by this man. He is not welcome here. I ask why. Because he is not to be part of this. I ask why. This man's soul is the souls that sent the children to their deaths, a representation of all. And they are stuck in one body, tortured. It's like they were all a collaboration of all the souls that did this work, that sent all these kids to death, are stuck together as punishment. Punishment, he says no, as a learning lesson, nothing more. And they are not to be let go yet. There is not their time. I take that soul and I place his soul within an orb, inside a box. The man acknowledges and agrees. He places his hand on the box as well. And the box glows and disappears. Someday they will find their way out, but not this day, he says. But we will pray for them. All the souls stand up and say all at the same time, why would we pray for someone that did this to us? He looks at them all and says, because if we do not pray for them, we will always be trapped in the box with them. Because we are all one. Kuasayanam. We must rise above and pray for the souls that are lost, so we can all be set free. Tosoyana. But he says enough of the seriousness. He claps his hands and there's like the whole sky fills with beautiful lights like fireworks. And the children look in awe. There's not just children here. There's grandparents, there's mothers, there's fathers, cousins, uncles. Paina. And they all start to dance. Pura gente. And they start to sing. As they sing, they glow brighter. And the more they sing, the brighter they become. And it calls upon the sky to glow brighter and brighter and brighter. And each soul that sings calls upon a bright part of themselves that comes back and merges with them, and they disappear one by one. There is one boy that's left, one child. He's sad because no one came down. No one came down for him. I walk over to him. Then I touch his heart. And the child becomes part of me. Soya no kino. The man looks at me, then he nods. I'm left standing in the field alone. I look up at the sky. It's night again. And I have a fire in front of me. And I just watch it burn. And then people start appearing all around me. And we just enjoy watching the flames. Pasanoi. Thank you very much, everyone. It's a journey I did. A journey we did together. It's hard to explain sometimes the feelings that we have. Anyway, I believe that someday everything that we do will change this place. But the one thing we can never do is give up on ourselves. Thank you very much. If you wish to do a journey with me, you can visit my webpage at almondrossawakening.com and visit my Northern Light page at Joseph Bradley Auroras or hiddenaurora spirits.com. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a wonderful day.